The Army keeps us free. You make us strong. And tonight, you have made all Americans very proud. They're watching from all over the world, actually. Made them all very proud. Every other country celebrates their victories. It's about time America did too. That's what we're doing tonight.
Oh, it's so true. We're celebrating our own. Welcome back. We just witnessed an incredible show highlighting the birthday of the U.S. Army and patriotism of our soldiers. I want to turn now to drone expert and Fox News contributor, Brett Velikovich. Brett, thanks so much for joining the program. As someone who has served our country in the intel community as well, I just got to get your reaction. I know this is an Army Day, but this is also a country day, America First Day.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And happy birthday to the Army. Happy birthday to our president. And thank you to those U.S. military members out there who have served and continue to serve us throughout the world. And what a...
So I've mentioned in other videos. Now, this might be, or maybe perceived to be, like the red meat for the MAGA base. I don't think so. Not anymore. Now,
there would be an individual that voted for Trump that would say like anything derogatory about, having a parade.
And, obviously, giving praise to soldiers, stuff like that. I have them in my family. I have very close people that are currently serving. But to say that this outright is like red meat for the MAGA base, I don't think is true anymore. Where the right is no longer the warmongering party of the military-industrial complex, at least the right as a whole. Obviously, there are neocons and individuals of that nature that still are looking to, put forth conflicts across the world in order for benefits of, companies and corporations that are local and, giving them money or whatever. But again, it's not the win that I think that Trump still has in his mind, but it's still not, it's not a negative. It's just not as big of a deal as maybe the original, MAGA base core would think it is.
Extraordinary display today of military power, strength, and honoring our service members. The president talks about the fiercest fighting force of this U.S. Army. The U.S. Army truly is that, and even more than a fighting force. It's a symbol of resilience, innovation, our country's moral, selfless service. Whether they're marching throughout history in a battle or developing new advanced technology of tomorrow, the Army continues to play a crucial role in shaping the world, and we should be honored to support and display the greatest fighting force on the world stage. And this is a celebration of that. And I'm a huge fan of recognizing the Medal of Honor recipients, which they did today. Too many soldiers have been forgotten. Too many sacrifices seem to be lost on the newest generation. And this is meant to honor our history. I think Americans feel that we've lost over the last few years our collective sense of patriotism and national unity. And that's why this public celebration is so important of our Army, because it's going to foster this sense of patriotism, this sense of national unity among Americans. And it allows a good opportunity for citizens to all come together and celebrate the strength and resilience of the United States.
Now, as Brett, a drone expert, I have to ask you, some of the biggest cheers from the crowd here were certainly toward the tanks and also for the current technology, right? So for the snipers and the moving dog and the drones. So what is your assessment of the drone show here during the 250th parade, Brett?
I thought that was really cool. I saw the drones flying around. There were some unmanned tanks, apparently the robot dogs. I mean, this is all going to play a big role in protecting our troops in future conflicts. I mean, if you look at, for instance, the Ukraine-Russian war, 70% of all attacks right now are from drone technology. So showing some of that tech is important. I mean, we've got, new first generation, next generation fighter jets that apparently are even going to have drone wingmen a part of our Air Force. So we're going to see a lot more of that in the future. And when you think about some of the technology and military capability that was displayed today, a lot of it is about projecting strength to our adversaries. This is meant to be a deterrent to potential adversaries and reassure allies that we've got this commitment to our own defense. And so all these displays are really about demonstrating our capabilities, our preparedness, and to show others in the world that they shouldn't mess with the United States of America.
Brett, can I get you to double down on that? Because there were so many critics that said this was just vanity for the Commander-in-Chief, Donald Trump. That we should not be putting on a show like this. Explain about the psychology of the enemy and what it means to have a president that is strong and says, okay, this is what we're capable of. We just want to give you a little taste of it. We're not going to show you all the classified stuff, but the stuff that we will show you is quite powerful, right?
Right. Well, we've got to project our strength. And unfortunately, there are new enemies out there who are plotting to hurt Americans every single day. They're looking for windows of opportunity in our defenses. And when they see stuff like this, they're going to think twice. And so the parade is much more strategic in nature. You know, you've got a new generation serving. It's about future generations willing to serve as well. The facts don't lie in the numbers. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and President Trump are directly responsible for historic military recruitment numbers since taking office. Over 6.
Now listen, for the last two things that he just mentioned, the recruitment numbers and for just overall morale, I can definitely see this, you know, helping that out. But I mean, let's be honest. No country worth its salt is going to like be plotting attack against the United States of America and then by chance see a parade happening and then say, you know what? Yeah, you know what? It's a terrible idea. Let's not do the attack that we were going to do because of the robot dog we just saw. You know, I mean, you know, like I said, guys, I look at all media and stuff like that. I try to process it and try to spit out exactly, you know, my personal opinion, my sense of what it is they're saying. You know, they're trying to get a certain type of people, you know, riled up and enthusiastic. But I mean, that's kind of BS. No country, none, not a single one, not even an island with maybe a few people on it is saying we were going to attack the United States. However, now seeing the drones, you know what? On second thought, we're going to take a pass. It's not happening.
61,000 new recruits have entered our military. That's historic proof. And
now that is a good thing, right? I just had somebody in my family enlist. He's a little less than a year in. I'm very proud of him. And you know, I was a little worried because that was pre-Trump getting in. It was kind of a gamble. We kind of thought it was going to happen, so we figured, you know, let's go for it. But the recruitment numbers are a big deal, right? That's something we want. We want men and women to be patriotic, to serve the country, and to do it in a way, not thinking they're going to be getting into these quagmires, in these wars, these stupid wars that are just serving what purpose exactly? What's the purpose? You know, I mean, we're told whatever the narrative is, but in the end, what is the purpose of many of these wars? Is that is never actually given to the average, you know, soldier, to the average civilian, to the average person out there. They really don't know why we're doing all these things.
it shows a shift in our society back to patriotism, back to morals, back to integrity. And we need that morale booster. I mean, unfortunately, right now, as we speak, ballistic missiles are striking down in Israel, are striking down in Iran. And so our future generations are going to have to protect Americans and protect against some of the evils that we face in this world. And it's just important to put some of that strength on display.
Brett Velikovich, thank you so much.
Thanks, Brett.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News.
So that was a nice video. They had a lot of good points, stuff like that. You know, like I said, there was a couple of things in there that, you know, I don't want to say that it's disingenuous. It's just you're painting a certain picture. You know, you're going along. That's a talking point. You know, a talking point is we're showing our strength.
Capabilities are whatever it is we can do. When let's be very honest, we're not showing anything that people don't already know. Number one, and number two,
we're not projecting something to someone that was on the verge of doing something nefarious, and now all of a sudden, having seen the parade, is going to, you know, take a back seat and put it on the back burner. But yeah, overall, pretty cool video, guys. Give me a like, give me a share, give me a subscribe to the channel. It really helps me a lot, especially for being a small YouTube channel. If you drop it down in the comments and you give a comment, I will respond. If you have a question, I will also respond. We'll have it back and forth down in the comments. Thanks a lot for coming out, and we'll see you again on the next video. Thanks a lot, guys.